in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. With his first carry, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The slot man in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, this is Rawls. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
He's going to air this out for Baldwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 59 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion right comes Cobb. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A dump underneath to Jones. call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Packers get set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
319.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Broken tackle. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure to take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Wilson now off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll hand to Rawls. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On second down, Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do it.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Adams, the man in motion left. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Cobb in motion right. To throw on third down. Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground around the 37. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. In motion right comes Cobb. The give is to Jones. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On play action, Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Cobb in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, need to give a hat tip to Larry Fitzgerald. 44 yards receiving last week, and that moved him into 3rd place all-time in receiving yardage.
Now, how about the names that he moved into 3rd place behind them? I mean, you're talking
good
about
company.
Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice. And who did he pass? Randy Moss. And think about this. Larry Fitz growing up, you remember this, Brandon. He was a ball boy for the Vikings at one point. Right? His dad was a sports writer. He got the gig, ended up washing Randy Moss's cars.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 52-yard punt, not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
How much you playing for?
Rodgers now on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls.
Interception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Slot man moves right. Running right, Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Slips past him. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
319.
They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On play action, now Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Rodgers off the play fake. On the move to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Rodgers. Off play action. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers now to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that pass hitting the ground means time to shift gears for a second. Look at the AFC West. The Chiefs and the Chargers playing Saturday night in what could be ultimately a division championship game.
And boy, things have really changed, though, haven't they? Because we thought that at one point the Chiefs were running away with this division. They came back to the pack. The Chargers came forward. And as you mentioned, now we're down to potentially a one-game showdown to decide who's going to go to the playoffs, and what a showdown that's going to be. Alex Smith for the Chiefs, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. Let's get it on.
On 2nd down, Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 68 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A give going left is Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. And an alley to run. Whoosh. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging on one of my 50s in cash.